what's going on, guys? It's DB here. We're back again. We're back on Attack of the BTeam. A lot has changed since we were last together, as you may notice by the green grass and a bit of the shapes on the walls. I've made it look a lot more like a cave. And let's have a proper look-see. So yeah, as you can tell, I've made it considerably larger. It's probably about a 30 by 30 room. And you may be wondering what is going on in the center here. Well, this is a little feature that I'm planning and will be coming up in this episode. So stay tuned. I might do a speedy up bit, who knows. But we've got so much to do for this episode. It's fantastic. We've got the Tinker's construct that we've got to do. We've got obviously the centerpiece and a couple of other little pieces just to make it prettied up a little bit more, make it look like an actual home. And then we'll get started on our thermal expansion processing, all that. It'll be so good. So what we're going to do with those is we're going to create rooms off to the sides of these guys, and then we'll dress them up with a house facade. Probably one for each room. I was thinking for each type of mod that I'll expand into. As you can see, this is my basic storage, just the cabinets that we've got going on here. Anyway, let's get into our Tinker's construct. I need tools. I am sick to death of all these guys. Absolutely had enough. Let's get our armor back on. What I want is top-notch stuff. Now, to get top-notch stuff, you're going to need sort of end-game ores that you can get from Tinker's construct, which is the cobalt and ardite, and together they make an alloy called manulin. We'll probably need to get a bit more of that, but you can't just mine it with your standard diamond pick. You've actually got to create you can see a bit of manulin in there. You've actually got to make another metal, which is alumite. Now, alumite, let's go and get our Tinker's Construct book. Alumite itself is an alloy made of, I think it's 5 aluminium. Yeah, here we go. 5 aluminium, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. So all those combined will give you, I think, 2 alumite per, not quite sure. Anyway, that's the level that you're going to need to be able to get your cobalt and ardite. Now, the cobalt and ardite is, of course, found in the nether, so I think we might do a cut at some point once we get our pick made. So what I had planned for the pick was a standard alumite pick head. There it is. Paper binding, just so we can throw some modifiers on it, and we need a tool rod. I've actually got it in the smeltery because I'm going to make mine out of obsidian. So let's get our tool rod cast, chuck it in there, make sure our obsidian's on the bottom, and drain. Excellent. Now with the obsidian, I'm pretty sure it gives you a boost. Come on now. There we go. It gives you a boost in durability. So it's not a whole lot, but it'll get us by. And of course your obsidian will give you reinforced, which is like the unbreaking. Okay, so we've got our pickaxe. Put this book away in a sec. Let's just get some basic stuff first. Let's actually put a lot of this away so we don't lose it in case we go to the nether. What is this? We'll just chuck it in there. It'll be fine. Sweet. Well, with this pick, we'll be able to get some more cobalt and alumite, and with that we'll be able to make a pretty good hammer, which is what my goal is. for me to be able to clear out these rooms easily. I could use the minions mod, but then that consumes hunger, and this just makes it a lot easier. So I'll be right back with you guys once we make a bit of a trip-o to the Nether-o. Got a fair bit. Each one of these will double, so obviously we'll end up with 20 of each pretty much. So with that, I think we're going to make our hammer. So what we're going to need for the hammer is our hammerhead cast. We're going to need a tough tool rod cast, which we haven't made yet, but I have used a wooden tool rod to get a stone one, and we'll use that with some gold to make ourselves a cast here. What else do we need? We also, we also need the plates. Now I haven't got any plates set up, so I think what we might do now, just quickly go through and make ourselves one. So we've got to make a blank pattern, chuck it in the stencil table when it decides to make it. How about we make that blank pattern again? Hold on to it, make sure we've got it. Okay, here we go. Right, now cycle through it until we see Mr. Creeper Face. There it is. Sweet. The material cost 8, so it will take 8 pieces to fully construct. So you'll notice once I take one plate out, this will reduce down by... Okay, we do only need one because we're making a cast of it. What we're going to need is some gold. Now for each cast you need approximately 2 gold. So we'll just grab a block of it. I think we only need 2 casts, so we should be fine. Okay, I'll let that smelt up, and we're back when it's done. Okay, here it is melted. Get it to the bottom of Zipio. Okay, now I'll clear this bar, get our 2 pieces that we want. We want the cast. Awesome. And we want our tough tool rod cast. Okay, now simple maths, each requires 8, so our hammerhead costs 8, our large plate costs 8, and tough rod only costs 3, but we do need 2 large plates. Conveniently, I've already got my hammerhead made. I know that adding cobalt large plates means higher speed, so I think I might just do that. And then get our tough rod made out of manulin. I was trying to add iodite so I could get stone bound, but I think we'll just skip on that one. Okay, so we'll add 1 of each back in. That'll give us a bit more manulin. And what do we need? 2 plates, so we need 16 of these guys. So we're going to need 8 each, because each of these will generate 2. Okay, I'll see you when this is done. Okay, that's our manual in. Let's drain that out. We wanted the tough rod for the manual. And all that cobalt should be done in a second. So how many do we get? 16. Beautiful. Okay, get that bad boy out, put our plate in, and we need... No. We need our cobalt at the bottom, not that guy. I think it's a bit late. I think we're just going to have to sacrifice it. Okay, large plate. In. Lag. There we go. Okay, 16 of these. Alright, so we want 2. Let's start getting us set up in here. So we've got our hammer, we've got our head, tool rod, and our 2 plates will go there. Whenever these guys are done, because it likes to take its sweet time. And the good thing about this is that you can add redstone to make it a lot quicker. So cobalt does have the fast mining speed, but you add redstone to make it even more fast. So mining speed 11, that's usually about the same as what cobalt is. We've got 18,000 durability, which is down to the manual and rod. And as you can see, we've got reinforced 2 on there. So even though our pig has reinforced 3, which is effectively unbreaking 3, this still has 2. So it will still give us a level of unbreaking. And I think we'll call this the Annihilator. Awesome. Okay. Now I think what we might do next, have I actually got... I have my full guard, I have my sword blade, and a tool rod. I think we can make a sword. Let's just quickly knock that out, because... Let's see, what have we got in here? Not enough, not enough. What we might do is get a bit more organised, obviously. Our full guard costs 3, sword blade costs 1, and tool rod is half. So I think I want the blade to be made out of manulin. And what can we make the full guard out of? Could always make it out of cactus, but I don't have any. Cactus adds a jagged effect, which is really, really top notch. I think in the end I might just end up making it out of cobalt. Not quite sure whether I'm wasting resources there, but I'll just add another 2. And that'll give us 4, which is more than this thing needs. And for the tool rod, God, gee, I think I might just make it cobalt as well. Actually, I should make it hardite. Don't know. Let's just make it all manulin. Screw it, we might as well. These ores are pretty abundant in the nether, so I don't think you're going to have any trouble finding them, especially if you've got a flight ability. It's pretty much one of the very few nethers outside vanilla, very few ores outside the vanilla nether that generate. In the FTB packs, I believe it was nether ores that would generate a whole set. So it is pretty abundant. And once again, I think we'll get back when this is done. Okay, that's our manulin done. Let's use that for our sword blade and for our full guard, because why not? So let's get our sword blade at the ready. Yeah. Actually, I should make that rod out of paper, shouldn't I? Oh well, we'll figure that out. I can make it out of paper. Excellent, well let's do that because that will give us an additional modifier. Maybe I can't. Why I know? Why can't I know? Ah, hiding from me. Sweet. Actually, I think what we should do, chuck one down, just to make sure. Oh, why did I put my crafting bench on the other side? Okay. Part builder, tool rod, paper. Maybe I can't make it out of paper, and I'm being an idiot. Fine, guess we won't make it out of paper. Okay. Enough silly buggers, guys. So we've got our two guys there, and I think we'll make it. Yeah, well, it's going to be all manual. Okay. Now these full guards, you can't actually make them in the stencil table. You have to find them in a village. So be wary of that. Let's get our sword blade, our guard, and our rod. Now 4500, yeah, that'll do. I've got 3 modifiers, and what I might do with this is put 3 full modifiers of quartz, so that adds a sharpness effect to it, and that'll be a 3rd tier. That should be fine. We can always add modifiers afterwards. It's a gold block, I believe, and something else. But anyway, let's make that just so we have a sword, so we don't have to deal with that. It does less damage. Oh, it does more. Excellent. So that ends the Tinker's construct. What we might do is do a bit of a test. Now, I wanted the room to be about here. So, as you can tell with this, is it clears a 3x3 room. And see how quick that is. It doesn't take a minute to get through all of that cobble. Blitzes it. Another reason why I love this. Okay, let's get our standard pick, clean this up. Probably need a shovel. I'll remember that at some point. Okay, so that'll be our basic entrance. With our annihilator, let's clear out a decent sized room without trying to get ourselves in trouble with water. And take out every torch in the way. God. Let's try and clear it out from the top. What do we need? Okay. So we've got 3, 6, uno más, and of course. Okay, so with that we might add a little bit of lighting. So our room should be, oh, this is going to be the biggest nightmare, isn't it? I should just get rid of it all. Alright, I'll be back in a bit, guys. Okay, that's that problem stopped. Yes, so we'll have probably 3 in to start, and then we'll probably expand and probably make a bit of it 9 by 9, because that is the typical way to do things anyway. I did mention that these rooms would have a house facade on the front, but I will try and keep a 3 by 3 area in the middle just for ease of access. Okay, let's chuck a torch up. There and there. Okay, so I think this room will be our... do you want to put that there? I think this one will be our thermal expansion. And what I plan to do with this cell frame is have the power travel to each of the rooms that I want to make up. And I'll probably do the same for a couple of tanks, probably lava in particular, and then for XP possibly. So yes, what we might do with here is set our machines up, get a bit of cable running along the roof and into there, and then I'll give you an idea on what we're going to do with this. Okay guys, I'll be back in a sec. Let's make this machine. Okay guys, we're back, and here's the machines we've made so far, just the first 3 tiers, just enough to get my ore processing off the ground, induction smelter and all that. What this will do is it'll allow me to get some more materials together to enhance this even further. I will make this look a lot better off camera. You will be surprised, don't you worry. The cable does run through the roof, so that was my plan, to keep this as a central power area. And as you can see, both of these are gaining power and charging up. I've only got it as the standard steam dynamo at the moment. I will improve that in due course. But now, onto the feature of this whole room. I think, yeah, it is time to let you guys know. I'm planning on making a forest under here. I think it'll work really well. What I plan to do is have a center tree, sort of like the tree of power sort of setup, and at least then I'll be able to monitor the gauges and see how much power we've got quite easily. I do plan to have probably about 2 to 3 other trees along here that will probably house tanks similar to this, maybe with mob essence, maybe with lava, maybe with energized glowstone or redstone, just to jazz it up a bit. And then we'll have a canopy for our ceiling, just to make it look like we are in a forest. And I think that'll blend in well for the little huts that we're gonna put on for the facades. So it'll make it look like a little forest village. And then of course once you go through the house, it'll completely change to whatever theme we've got going. So yeah, I think what we might do is take another cut. I know this episode has been really choppy, but I think because we've got so much to do, I really am excited to show you guys what we've got. This will be the last time you'll see something like this, and it'll be the last time you see the chaos. Obviously my storage will stay, because that will be next episode. But yes, prepare for it to look quite forest. Okay guys, I'll see you in a bit. And welcome back guys. As you can tell, I've turned it into quite the tree. I've actually used both Carpenter's blocks and the Project Red micro blocks. And what my plan is to fill out this entire ceiling with the leaves, probably different colours as well. This is just the main basic tree, but as you can see, we can still tell how much is in each one. A bit of a display on the front so we can tell. So yeah, from here I think I'll just do a couple of smaller style trees. I won't do anything as huge as this because this was the main centerpiece. But let me know what you guys think, and any sort of suggestions as to what could be put in the tanks for the secondary trees, as to what would look good or anything like that. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, me and Rapid had a bit of shenanigans last night. We went to one of our friends' bases and we decided to put a wither there. Rapid killed it, I filmed it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So yes, I'm very shy, I'm very sorry, but thank God it was your old base. Alright guys, hope you enjoy it. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. You want to get away from that, dude.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Boy, once you've got the meat in the meat packer, what's it meant to do?
He's not happy with us. He died though.
Wow, Rapid.
What?
You've done a lot of work.
Maybe you're a jerk. Can't leave it to you. No, we're not talking about that. What did we see? I'm getting away from you, DB, because you took my tag like you jerk. Okay.